Hello and welcome to Anime Territory. I'm your host this week, Benjamin Shabbing, and with me as always is my co-host, Johnny. I will give you my diagnosis of this mystery, Ruhal.
Do I have to give diagnosis of each of these mysteries?
Sure, why not? I mean,
it's been a while since we've seen some of these episodes. It's been like December since we've seen some of these episodes.
Today we will be discussing Ameku M.D, Doctor Detective.
Dr. House, the anime girl.
Kind of. So I guess we'll just go straight into impressions.
Yeah, I like this one. You and I are both suckers for mystery. You maybe a little bit more than me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was some fun stuff. It was like a medical mystery mixed with crime mystery at times, and sometimes they were related and sometimes they were accidental. And I don't know how I feel about that part. I think overall I'd give it a 7.
All right. I was kind of disappointed in this show.
That's fair.
I just don't think the mystery part of it works. There's not enough of it. Yeah,
and it's nice. So I mentioned before, like, there are times when it's like, oh, okay, there's like several things going on. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's not one culprit per se. It's like, well, this guy was going to do this, and this guy did this, and this person was doing this. And it's not all the act of one person. It was these 3 separate acts, and one person trying to cover for another person. And, you know, it makes it a little bit messier of a mystery, which is probably truer to real life. I guess. There's a lot of weird things,
But yeah, I was disappointed in this show. I don't think it's great. It's okay. I think there's a couple like arcs that are really good, but I just think the middle stuff is kind of whatever. So I'd give it like a 6.
Okay. I think it was charming enough. It deserves a 7.
You think it was charming enough to deserve a 7?
Yeah.
So do you think the mysteries themselves are charming, or do you think the character is?
I think they're both fine. Like they're if just one of them was just fine, then yeah, it'd be like a 6. But I think they're both at a level where it brings it up, it knocks it up to a 7.
Okay. So I think we just need to start talking about the episodes, because I think that's where we'll start like the actual our discussions. I think that's what you need to talk about in this show is the actual plot.
Okay. Well, you're in charge of that. Do we want to rank the arcs first or later?
I would say we discuss them first and then rank them.
I have quote unquote 6 arcs. There's like 2 of them that are singular episodes, but
I have 6 as well.
Okay. Do we want to say their names real quick, or what we're calling them?
I can do what I'm calling them.
Okay, I've got one word for each one. I've got a one word for each arc too.
Gotcha. The first 2 episodes I called Blue Blood Dinosaur.
I called T-Rex.
T-Rex. Okay. So this one is basically a guy's found somewhere with a severed leg.
Yep.
And blue blood.
Yep.
That's the mystery. Is why does this guy have blue blood?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the murder weapon?
Yeah. How did he die? How did his leg get severed? Why does he have blue blood?
The answer is a dinosaur.
The answer is that he like OD'd, and then the guy like cut off his leg to hide the evidence or something.
Yeah, he
got
got
dinosaur skull, and then the blue blood is from like he over oxidized the blood and he tried to treat it with some fish medicine.
Mm-hmm. He was trying to cover it up because he didn't want the Yakuza at him or after him or something.
Yeah.
But I like these 2 episodes.
Yeah, this is kind of what we talked about. This is what we talked about in the winter preview when we first talked about this. And we're like, yeah, Doctor Detective, I like it.
Yeah, this one had the right mix of Doctor and Detective. I think some of the later issues is there's just too much Doctor, not enough Detective.
I think one of the arcs is more Detective than Doctor, but
okay,
we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So episode 3 is the next one. I'd called it Cursed Video.
I called it Epilepsy.
Okay. So this one is a high school girl It appears that she tried to commit suicide by jumping in front of a train after watching what is supposed to be a cursed video online. Her twin sister,
yep.
right?
Yep, they're twins.
Doesn't believe it, so Ameku investigates and basically finds out that they both suffer from epilepsy. Because the later twin falls downstairs and they think that's also a suicide attempt. But turns out it was epilepsy.
I'll be honest, I really like this episode.
I did too. I like this
It doesn't reflect in my rankings so much, but that might just be because it's a singular episode, so I felt bad about things, but I like this one.
Yeah, I did too. So then episodes 4 through 6, I called Tomb of the Fire Sorcerer Curse.
I just called Fire.
You just called it Fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, group of historians, professors.
Yeah, history professors.
Yeah, they uncover the tomb of some old. What would he be? Like not mage, but like an old guy.
An old
I forgot
guru,
what they called him. Guru, sage.
Yeah.
That
mystical arts.
Dude.
Japanese mystical arts practitioner.
Yeah. And then everybody who was there starts getting sick.
Yeah.
One of them asks for their help. The other one is like trapped in his, or like locks himself into a room.
Yeah, he's paranoid as hell.
Yeah, because he thinks they're cursed. It turns out they had a fungus. There's a fungus infection.
Yeah.
This is where I'm just like, yeah, of course it was a fungus infection. You went into a hundreds of year old cave with no face masks.
No PPE.
Yeah. It's like, what do you think would happen? But later, that one guy who locked himself into a room, he passes away because they just treated him too late.
Yeah, because he would not seek treatment.
Correct.
So,
while that happened, a younger student / professor.
Yeah, he's like an assistant professor, adjunct professor, or whatever. He's like studying under the main professor, which is something that happens.
I was thinking of the lady.
Oh, well, she is too.
Okay.
I think they're all three of those characters were studying under this. You know, he was like their senior or whatever.
Yeah.
They do that. I think that's a thing in Japanese universities where they're like a senior professor will kind of take on younger professors as proteges, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how we have like teachers' assistants and TAs in college too. It's that sort of hierarchy, but another level in between.
But she spontaneously combusts. So there's a mystery of how that happened. Also, that guy who died during his funeral, his coffin burst into flame.
Yep.
It's pretty obvious who did that.
Yeah.
I guess we don't know why, but we basically know who.
Yeah, us as an audience are clued in on this guy. Like, hey, remember this guy that scratches his chest in this one way? Mm-hmm. Look, the same guy that's fleeing from the scene in a motorcycle costume is scratching his chest in the same way.
Wasn't he the red herring though?
He
blew up the car.
He blew up some things, but not all things.
Okay.
He
so
wasn't.
This is where I don't remember everything that happened.
Yeah. There is. I don't either because it's been a while. There's, he wasn't the cause of death at the very least.
Correct.
And it was like the old guy. The old guy died.
Mm-hmm.
Was it his funeral?
Yes.
Okay. So it wasn't the one guy who locked in his rooms in funeral where they lit the...
Yeah, it was his.
That's not the same guy as the old guy.
Who? What are we calling the old guy? You said the old guy is the guy who's locked in his room?
No.
Okay.
The funeral where the casket blows up, is that the old guy's funeral?
No, it's the guy who was in his room.
Okay. I couldn't remember that straight. It's been too long.
Because that guy doesn't die till later.
Okay. But I don't think he was... I don't think... Yeah, he didn't cause the death, so they can't get him on the murder trial. But I think he blew up the car, and somebody blew up the the casket, and it may not have been him.
See, now I think it was the teacher's assistant, the male one.
Okay.
I had it pulled up.
I had it pulled up, but I think that was on my phone, and I'd have to go pick that up again. Which, I mean, it's right here.
Let's see.
Nope, don't have it pulled up anymore.
Surprise. Quickly discovers a firebomb. Suggesting it was murder. Shortly after, used cars also set on fire.
Speak up a little bit.
Sorry. You is
our Watson.
Our Watson, that's what I thought. Yeah, so his car is set on fire.
Mm-hmm.
The motorcyclist was threatening them because they desecrated the grave.
Yeah.
Let's see. Results. So the male assistant, he was the one he set fire to the storage shed.
Yes.
To destroy evidence.
Yes.
But he wasn't the one who did it.
No, he wasn't the one who killed the old man. The old man was poisoned by his daughter.
Yes.
Because the old man was abusive to his daughter and wife.
Mm-hmm.
But who did the coffin bombing?
I think it was that guy.
You think it was the same guy who did the car bombing?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought. But they're like, I didn't kill the guy, and I didn't kill the old man either.
Okay. Yeah, and then later the old guy is sent to the hospital, and he spontaneously bursts into flame as well.
Yes.
So we had two instances of combustion.
Yes.
Which we later find out that the cause was white phosphorus.
Yeah.
It's like a super reactive type of match.
Yeah. Got a whole thing full of them, and that was part of the evidence that was going to get burned down.
Yeah, it was the white phosphorus they had in his
safe.
But it turned out it was the daughter because she was abused by her dad.
And the male assistant was burning the shed down to try to cover up for the daughter and try to take the blame. But
yep, I didn't like this series or this arc.
You didn't like this arc?
No.
Okay, I liked this arc. I thought it was. I didn't like how there was all these like twists and turns of like, okay, it's this. We figured it out. Oh wait, nope, there's more. Oh wait, nope, there's more. Oh, now the female. How did the female assistant die?
She just had like somehow taken some of those matches, and then I think she just accidentally caught on fire.
Okay.
Hers was an accident.
Gotcha. That's right. I felt really bad when she died. I'm like, what? Why did she have to die?
I don't know. I just feel like it was either too jumbled or it was like too obvious. Because again, first episode is just like, yeah, it's fungus. Yeah, obvious. I don't know what they were thinking. And then the other stuff is just like, I don't know. I just had a problem with it.
Okay.
I don't know if it wasn't creative enough. If it was just like too on the nose. I don't know. There's just something about it I did not like. I think it was too long. I guess there's only 3 episodes, but I don't know. I did not like this arc.
With all the things that happened in it, it definitely felt like it was probably a little long.
Mm-hmm. It's also kind of you heavy. Ameku, I don't think did a whole lot. Anyways, that was the 3rd arc. What did you call the 4th arc? Episode 7.
Poison.
I called it malpractice.
Well, it wasn't malpractice, though.
It was not, but that's what I called it. So, episode 7. Ameku is being sued for malpractice by a mother who brought her son in previously.
Yeah, when we saw this, too.
Uh-huh.
She just, like, quickly diagnosed that it was too much vitamin A or something.
Too many blueberries. Yeah. But, yeah, she's being sued. The son is back in the hospital because his symptoms are still there. And then basically they find out that the mother has Munchausen syndrome.
Yeah. She is like poisoning her child somewhat intentionally, somewhat like not. Like, I don't think people with Munchausen syndrome are fully, like, they know what they're doing, but they don't really, they like block it out sort of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of
I'm not a doctor.
Hard to explain. It's basically just like intentionally making your children sick so that you can get the sympathy for it, basically. Yeah. I think in most cases they aren't trying to like kill their kids. They're just making them sick.
Yeah. It's also sort of like a, I don't know, like a way of feeling needed by their child too. So they get the sympathy from others, and they get to feel like a hero, and they get to feel needed by the kid because they get to take care of them when they're sick or whatever. But again, we're not doctors.
No.
No, I like this one.
This one was okay. Again, this one was just more of that, like, there's too much medical jargon, I guess. I just feel like it's this show, it's hard to figure out what the mystery is sometimes. I think that's what I don't like about it.
Because you need to have some
sort of medical baseline to know what's happening.
To be like, oh, I recognize these symptoms. These are symptoms of X, Y, and Z.
Or it's just like the solution is, it's just some disease you never heard of. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, okay, I can't figure that out, though. I'm not a doctor. Which I guess is the point of the show, but like, that's what I don't really like about those medical procedures and stuff. It's just, there's too much stuff I don't know, so you're just kind of out of the loop.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of times you solve a mystery by solving the story tropes. Or at least that's how I do a lot of mysteries. It's like, well, it's that one because this is, you're gonna have this beat here, and this one's gonna be the red herring, and therefore, it's got to be this one.
That's true.
I mean, like, obviously you have the clues to help you too, but a lot of that can just be like, well, it's not going to be this person because this is a person I've seen in previous, episodes and has already proven themselves as not somebody who would do this, or, I think this is too obvious, sort of thing. Like
good shows will have it down to
on your toe.
It's like it's probably one of these 2 or 3 people, but we'll give you the clues on to tell you which one it is if you look hard enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know. There are Detective Conan arcs where I'm just like, it's that person. Because it's a story. And that's how that would be the most interesting story. Or they've already done
some
this.
Some of those cases, it's like how Monk is. It's a howdunit.
Yeah. Which I guess,
there's really no howdunnits really in this show.
Well, this one is almost a howdunit because we know that she got her diagnosis right. Mm-hmm. So we're like, how did something get introduced into the kid? It is still like a whodunit, but it's like the diagnosing the disease is always a howdunit. How did this happen? Because you don't. I mean, in this case, it was a whodunit because the mom was poisoning him. But normally, when you're trying to figure out a weird medical condition, you're not trying to figure out who caused you to get pneumonia. It's like no, these are the circumstances. This is how you started seeing these symptoms, and we diagnose. It's almost always a howdunit with a medical procedure because there is no who is the thing. But in this case, there was a who.
Gotcha. But yeah, it was okay. It wasn't my favorite one, though. The next arc, what'd you call this one?
Angels.
Okay. Angels in the Hospital is what I called it.
I wrote these down quickly before we recorded.
No, that's fine. In this arc, it's in the pediatric ward. Mm-hmm. There's a little kid with cancer who's dying of cancer. And he sees while he's sleeping / at night, an angel appear in his room. So the first part of the mystery is just is there really an angel? This one is you're just almost immediately like, we know what's happening here.
Yeah.
This
the
one's
only
easy
like
to
mystery
solve.
is like, oh, but the kids do keep getting sick. How does that happen? It's like, oh, because they're like stealing drugs to induce vomiting.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like this arc.
Yeah. What is it? Again, the problem with this one is you automatically know what they're doing with the angel.
Mm-hmm.
It's
the kids. They feel sorry about how they treated him before. Yeah. They're trying to make it up for the dying kid.
The second one is the mystery of why the kids are always sick. Which it makes sense that like they're stealing meds to keep them sick. But they're in a freaking hospital. They're not counting that stuff like every day.
Yeah, it's
like super far-fetched for me.
Yeah. I mean, like, hospitals are busy is I guess the thing.
Yeah.
So like they and they can work, and there's in concerted efforts of like go. It's not one person.
I don't work in a hospital, but I feel like
one
of the main things is like we need to know what medication we have.
Yeah.
I feel like they would know inventory's missing.
Yes, but the people trying to figure out why the inventory is missing may not be the same people that are trying to diagnose why these kids are sick too.
True.
That may just be like a nurse, or it may just be like a nurse being like, I take inventory on Fridays. This started happening last Saturday. Like, I haven't, I don't know.
That's true. I just found it kind of like...
Whatever. Like, this is a bit of a stretch.
This is a stretch. I feel like they would have known somebody was stealing meds. We also get in this arc some backstory on Ameku and her relationship with the kid with cancer. He was kind of one of her first kind of patients she connected with. Mm-hmm. She gave him a cool hat. And yeah, she's just sad that she can't save him.
Yeah, she like got him into like cancer remission, and then he relapsed into cancer, and it's like, well, fuck. What am I gonna do? I can't do anything else for him. I'm just gonna distance myself. Even though he's still trying to be friendly to me, it's too painful for me to think about one of my patients dying.
Is it weird? I was really mad when she didn't fist bump that guy. Like, the little kid was going for the fist bump, and she just walked away.
Yeah. Give the kid the fist bump. It's fine. Like, you're an adult.
Just give the kid a fist bump. Come on. Anyways. Yeah, that was that arc. I think it was okay.
I didn't like that one. That was my least favorite.
Yeah. That was your least favorite. Okay.
Yeah.
We might have some interesting differences. Last arc. What'd you call it?
Drowning.
Okay. Drowning in a dry room, which I'm pretty sure that's what the title.
That's what the title of the episodes are. It's just part 1, part 2, part 3. The other ones all had different episode names. This one they're like, fuck it. 1, 2, 3.
Is it my one note I wrote is nobody wins with a headbutt? So this one is he was a doctor, right?
Yeah.
A retired doctor?
Well, there's a retired doctor is the person whose study it took place in. The dad was a retired doctor. One of the sons was a drug dealer, and the other son is a current doctor.
Uh-huh.
The current doctor's son is the prime suspect of the death of drug dealer's son.
Who was found dead in his dad's office.
Locked.
In a locked room from the inside, and he apparently drowned.
Yes. I like this one.
Yes.
This one is a classic locked room mystery. There were parts of it I did not like. Again, this has got this sort of thing of like, well, this is going on. And this part, like, there's 3 mysteries that they're solving. It's like, how did he drown? What's the deal with this other, guy who didn't do the CPR right away or did this check the pulse weirdly? And then like, why did the son not go to the hospital for his head injury?
Yeah, that's true. So it's basically, there's one mystery that turns into 3.
Yeah. And it's like, we solved it. We solved it. And finally we solved it. It's another one of those.
And now we know what happened.
There's another one of those like, yeah, he confessed to X, Y, and Z, but he did not do A, B, and C. And you're like, well, we had that in the fire arc.
That's true. I don't know why I like this one a lot more, though. Maybe it's because more mystery, less science.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyways,
the only thing we needed medical explanation to really solve per se was
how he died.
Yeah, how he died.
But the gist of it is what is
the headbutt gave him a contusion, I think.
Gave him some sort of aneurysm or something.
Yeah,
like
aneurysm. And then that just sort of like triggered later after he went into the room to try to
plant evidence. Yeah,
plant drug evidence that the dad was a drug dealer or whatever instead of the actual person who was. And then the aneurysm just happened to like worsen, and then that caused his own like saliva and stuff to build up, and he drowned on that. Or his own like bodily fluids to like fill his lungs.
But it also turns out the son was hiding an affair. The other son, who was the suspect, was hiding an affair. And then the doctor's
basically like
right-hand man.
Right-hand, like chief of medicine sort of thing. Not the chairman of the hospital, but the chief of medicine who was, gunning for that chairman of the hospital. He was the one that was supplying the drugs to the dead brother. And he was the one who, like, he did the weird CPR and check for pulse so that he could hide grabbing the drug plant off of him, sort of thing, so that they wouldn't, for whatever reason, suspect him. Even though they wanted the drugs to be found in the office first, I guess they changed their mind on that. Because they're like, we'll go with this murder angle instead. And the dad thought that it was his doctor's son that was guilty, and that's why there was like some thought he had about that.
Oh, that's why he didn't report it.
Yeah. Or that's why he reported it as an accident.
Yeah.
Or, an accident
or like
suicide.
A medical condition or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the arcs. That's the base of the show. How did you rank these?
Okay, I changed my ranking in the middle there. Okay. So, because you're right, the fire one has problems. I kind of like the fire one, but I've shifted its rankings. So here's where my rankings end up. Number 6, Angels. I just didn't care for this arc.
Okay.
Number 5, I put the fire arc after hearing your arguments there. 4, I put Poison. 3, I put Epilepsy. 2, I put Drowning. 1, I put T-Rex.
Okay. Our rankings are pretty similar. I actually have the fire last. I just did not like that. I think it was too confusing, or I just did not like it. 5, I have Malpractice. 4, I have Angels in the Hospital. 3, I have Cursed Video. 2, I have Blue Blood Dinosaur. And 1, I have Drowning in a Dry Room.
You put Drowning first. Okay.
That one is just a little bit more mystery to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's classic locker room stuff. I feel like those first 3 episodes were really good, and it doesn't quite get to that point again, even though I put Epilepsy 3rd and I put Drowning 2nd. I don't know. It's weird. The show definitely could have been better. I would want to see another season of it. I don't think we'd do another episode on it.
Unless it got, like, super good.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. Yeah, I think by 6 is just more just disappointment. Because I was really excited after those first 3 episodes, and it just really didn't hit anything after that.
Yeah, it's a shame. I think it's still got potential. Okay. I think it's still worth it that I recommended it to a college friend who's a doctor now. Okay. He's like, you like House? Look, it's House, but he's an anime girl.
Who has her own
and
house
there's criminal investigations. Yeah, she lives in a house on top of the hospital, which is a baller move. That feels like a Ben Hosley move.
Ben Hosley move, okay.
Yeah, I live on the house that's on top of the hospital.
Do you pay rent on that?
No, they don't know I'm there.
Okay. I guess does she have to pay property tax?
Oh, I don't think so. I think that is part of the medical facility. I think it's like she rents the room from them.
Does her family own the hospital, or do they just, like, run the hospital?
They definitely run the hospital. They might also own it.
Okay. Because, like, her sister, like,
is a board member or something like that.
Yeah. Do you want to talk any characters?
Yeah, let's talk about the main two characters. So we didn't really talk about them when we're talking about the mysteries. We just kind of talked about the plots.
Okay.
I like both the main characters.
Yeah, I think they're fine.
I would like there to be a little bit more romantic chemistry between them.
Okay.
But that's me. That's my prejudices coming in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could tell Ameku kind of likes you, but you can also tell that you does not feel that way about Ameku. It does feel that way about her sister, but even that's not really, like, developed. He's just like, oh, he's excited when the sister comes by.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like for there to just be better chemistry. I think their chemistry is fine, but it's not romantic chemistry. They work well together, but I would like there to be something on
you want
his
almost
end.
more dynamics, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's basically just he drives her around and then she figures it out.
Yeah, he's also, he's not quite Watson, whereas Watson will say something that's sort of smart, and Holmes will be like, great job. Everything is wrong, by the way, but great job. And in this case, it's more just like, it's like she's quizzing him with like,
That's
you think
true.
this, and this, what's this? He's like, yep, okay, that. And he's got like, he can put the pieces together, which is almost more how they treat Watson in like Sherlock, the show, where he's a little bit more of an equal.
So like Sherlock gives him the pieces and he's able to put them together.
He can see the picture if Sherlock gives him enough pieces.
Yeah.
I think it's been a long time since I've seen Sherlock. Don't quote me on that.
Mm-hmm.
But Watson in the books sort of comes off like a buffoon at times.
Yeah.
Whereas Watson in the show is more just like, no, I'm kind of a badass.
He's a doctor. He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, you as a doctor, he's smart. It's just Ameku's smarter. So it's just, I don't know. Sometimes it just feels like he's just there.
Yeah, they need to give him more. Again, going
like
back
he
to
knows
Sherlock.
karate.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
Like, in Sherlock, going back to it, like I said, they just need to make him more of a badass, like they do Martin Freeman in Sherlock. Which is weird to say, like, oh yeah, they made Martin Freeman a badass. Like, no, he's kind of a badass.
Kind of.
He's packing.
Mm-hmm.
I think at one point, like, one of his wife's friends knows somebody that is like, you need to get them out of this opium den. And so he just like brings a pipe to this opium den, and then he's like, Sherlock, what the hell are you doing here? Don't worry about me. I'm not addicted to opium. This is a case.
Oh, okay.
Except it's both.
Yeah.
Because that's Sherlock Holmes, the literary character, did cocaine a lot, but it wasn't like a bad thing. It was more just like, yeah, he's bored, so he's engaging his mind with cocaine instead. It's like weird, because this is when they're still like putting it in drinks and shit,
So it's like basically legal.
It was legal, yes. It's like, okay,
you have a toothache? Take some cocaine.
Take this white powder and snort it. Inject it into your bloodstream.
It'll make you feel really good.
It's like, okay. Anyway, I like them both. I could have done with more chemistry. I could have done with you having more stuff. The third Doctor character, I liked her as well. I liked that there wasn't like an obvious like, oh, she likes you too. It's more just like, oh no, she's just their friend.
Yeah.
Which is refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least.
It's nice to have somebody else who likes Ameku.
Yeah.
There's somebody who likes her.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, a lot of people are exasperated with her. And you tolerates her.
I guess that pediatric doctor was okay with her too.
Yeah.
It was mainly like the psych ward.
The psych ward and all the members of the board and her family and you at times. Not you, but the character you.
Mm-hmm. There was that scene in the car where they looked like they were kissing.
Yes, they were trying to avoid the police doing it. It's like, if we could have used could have used that.
You wanted more
earlier.
of that.
I wanted that earlier,
Okay.
and then like I don't know, just something from you being like, man, that Ameku, and then like a blush or anything. I don't know, man.
Okay.
But that's fine. That's not the point of the show.
You want to talk about Columbo?
Yeah. So there's police detective that like she'll give him hints, he'll give them hints off the record, and he just dresses and looks like a hairstyle like Columbo, which I think is just a fun nod.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're gonna have this police guy, and he's competent. He really is. He's just not a medical examiner, so that's where her specialty.
It's more like we know something's fishy here, but we don't have the knowledge to know what's happening here.
Yeah, and so it's like, okay, he's a respect. They didn't make him a buffoon because Columbo is not a buffoon. As much as he sometimes like plays that, that's part of his shtick. Is to people be like, this Columbo, I'll fool him. Look at him, he's an idiot.
They underestimate him because of the way he looks and talks,
and because his wife gives him no respect, and his dog is dumb. Not like can't speak, but it's just a big dumb dog.
Big dumb dog.
I miss Columbo's dog. I should watch more Columbo.
What kind of dog does he have?
I think it's like a big beagle or like a
beagle?
Maybe like a basset hound.
That's what I was thinking. I've only seen like 2 episodes of Columbo, so like I don't know.
Columbo dog.
I also need to know his name.
Yeah, he's a basset hound. He's just known as Dog. He's just called Dog.
He's just called Dog.
Yeah, which is great.
Okay.
I just think basset hounds look a little like beagles, which is why I thought beagle.
I thought it was a basset hound, but again, I've seen like 2 episodes, so. The only other note I have is that she has brain blast powers.
Yeah. We get she does her little like dance of like, I'm connecting the dots, I'm composing my brain, the neurons are firing, brain blast, let me give you my diagnosis.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny.
Did we say brain blast when we were watching one time?
I think so.
I feel like we blurted it out at some point.
That's a Jimmy Neutron reference if people don't know what that is.
We lived in that sweet spot where Jimmy Neutron was a show we enjoyed.
That show's bad, right?
I don't know. I'm afraid to go back to it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. That's one you just can't. You just got to remember the good days.
I can't go back to that. There's a lot of Nickelodeon shows I can't go back to. Okay. I think I can go back to Rugrats.
I don't know. I used to love Rugrats.
There's probably later seasons of Rugrats that are not good, but I think you can go back to the first 2 Rugrats movies and have fun.
Okay, but movies...
And I think you can go back to some of the early seasons and have fun.
I don't know. That's another one I'm kind of afraid of. Because I think I watched an episode fairly recently, and I'm like, uh-oh. Is this show bad? You have anything else to say?
No, not really. I think people that like medical shows or mystery shows should check it out. Okay. If you have an interest in both, then for sure, check it out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you are looking for a mystery show, I think this will scratch the itch. There's better stuff out there.
Yeah, go watch the next go watch whatever season of Detective Conan you're on instead. Though that can get a little ridiculous with how like complex the murder methods are at times.
Just watch Monk.
Just watch Psych again.
Yeah.
I still need to watch the other Psych movies. I've only seen the first one.
I've seen them all. They're good.
Just watch Twin Peaks.
Joel McHale's in one of them. He's Lassiter's dad.
Joel McHale plays Lassiter's dad?
It's like a flashback.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. I'm like, at most they're the same age.
No, it was a flashback.
Okay. No, just watch Twin Peaks. That's got a mystery.
Mm-hmm. You can just skip the second part of second season.
It's fine. Second part of second season is fine.
Just skip the James part.
Yeah, James is on screen. You can fast forward. It's fine.
What is it? I watched Look Who's Talking today, and Lieutenant Briggs is in it.
Okay.
And then, what is it? I went to...
Major Briggs?
Major Briggs. Sorry.
I think he's a major.
And then I was helping my dad babysit, or baby nephew. And Miracle was on TV again. Okay. So I watched the last part of that movie. And he shows up in that movie.
Major Briggs?
Major Briggs.
Okay. Man, that guy died way too soon. He was great in that show. Like, I was telling my mom about that character who has... I would never have her watch Twin Peaks, but I'm just like, there's this character that you think is the hard-ass military dad, and it's like, no, he's this soft-spoken, emotionally mature, empathetic, like the most empathetic character, and he's like, yeah, I get, son, you're a teenager, you're gonna rebel, and I have this dream of you working it out, and, you know, that I know you're going to be in a good place, and I know you must rebel because I've been a teenager, I get it. And you're just like, I love this man. Major Briggs.
This is the greatest scene of television of all time. And it's just like right in the middle of season. Is that season 2 or 1?
That's like 1.
That is 1?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, no, anytime Major Briggs is on, or like when it's in season 2 and he's being held captive by the one guy, and he's on like truth serum, and it's like, what is your biggest fear? And it's that love is not enough. Yeah. It's like, damn. Like, I told my mom about that line too. I'm just like, Major Briggs is hitting me right now.
But yeah, he was in 2 movies that I watched today. I'm like, yes, that's awesome. I would not have known who that was unless I watched Twin Peaks. So like, thank you. Like, check for making me watch Twin Peaks. That was our tangent. You have anything else?
Well, I was gonna pull up Major Briggs's quote about love.
Okay.
The possibility that love is not enough. That is his greatest fear.
Yep.
It's like, damn, man. That is deep. Yeah, go watch Twin Peaks. And people tell you that season 2 is not great, but I mean, that moment, I think, makes up for it. You can skip all of the once James leaves town shit, though.
God, Ray Wise is so good, too.
Yeah. Oof. Twin Peaks The Return is really good, too, but that one's that one you got to be ready for. And I got to wait a long time before I watch it again.
I think that one takes a little bit to get into as well.
Oh, yes. That's a slow burn, for sure.
That one's like, you watch first 3 episodes, you're like, what is this?
Give me Coop. Give me where's Coop?
And then episode 4 happens, you're like, this was amazing. I don't know what's happening, though. And then after that, you're like, okay, now I see what they're doing.
Well, episode 8 is the big one.
Oh, episode 8 is? Okay.
8's the big one. That's the one that with the bomb and all that. And you're this is the water, this is the well. Got a light. That's after that you're just like, holy fuck. And then you get into it. So okay. Dr. Detective. Ameku M.D. Dr. Detective is the official name of the show, I believe.
What'd you say?
Ameku M.D. Okay. Dr. Detective.
Okay.
Is the official. I started calling it Dr. Detective, then I corrected myself.
Okay. So I'm like,
Ameku M.D. Dr. Detective is the official name of the show. I think it's worth checking out. I'll probably leave it at a 7. Okay. But you're going to give it a 6, which I don't blame you for. It does meander a bit in the middle.
But yeah, that's this episode. Thanks for listening. We're on YouTube, Anime Territory. We're on almost all podcast networks under Anime Territory. And we are on Twitter, anime_territory, but we're not on it very much. Shoot us a message if you want a sticker. Johnny will send you a sticker. And I think that's it.
You are now leaving the Anime Territory.
Goodbye.